Hey, Stack. I think only 2 field goals after the 6-minute mark when you guys had the 9-minute lead. What do you think, caused the offensive struggles down the stretch?
Do we have any free throws during that time?
A couple. Sorry, not sure how many right now. 3 of them. 3 free throws in the 6 minutes.
Yeah, we got to the line a little bit. Yeah, we got some shots. We got some looks that we wanted that didn't go in. I thought more than anything it was just our defense. We got some separation there. Got the ball in the paint to Lim. He was operating well. Wanted to get inside the paint with him. He had a shot that came out on him. Scotty had a couple of baskets there. I thought it was a couple times he got fouled in there and it wasn't called. But you got to expect that when you're on the road. You got to try to play through contact. But for the most part, I thought we just they attacked us. I mean, they beat us off the drill a couple times. They were getting to the paint. They were finishing. We were getting to the paint. We weren't able to convert. So I mean, that was the difference in the game. But still, real highly contested game on both ends. The game was pretty even. Had again some free throws, opportunities that maybe could have changed the game, but they missed a number of free throws too. So it's just the game was in the balance. They had an opportunity to win the game, but they did a little bit more than we did tonight.
Billy?
Coach, on the last inbound, of course, 1 second left. Did you have multiple calls there, or was that shot to Scotty the main call there?
Well, yeah, we had a look if it was something over the top where we could try to get, maybe a live opportunity for Tyron, but they played it pretty good. And then when just hard, going away from the basket for a right-hand guy where we had the ball spotted at, it was kind of tough to get it there for him. But he had possibly a Hail Mary play, but it was a tough look. I thought we executed it pretty good. He was able to get the ball. Rod made a good pass, but not enough time, ran out of time.
Sam?
Stack, yeah, now that things are kind of wrapped up here, just kind of looking back on your season, what would your kind of description or main takeaways from your season as a whole be for you following?
No, I thought it was good. Again, we had some challenges as all teams have. We were hit with the injury bug a little bit. Trying to get some guys back. Once some guys got healthy, then some other guys went down. But for the most part, I thought our guys just stayed together and kept battling. I think it was we just used that. We knew that we were eventually going find the stretch if we continue to do the things that we've been working on, come in and practice hard and using different things. We use you as some motivation, what I'm saying? Right before we went to the tournament, you said that you thought there's no way we were going to be playing Friday and, you didn't see us doing much. So I clicked that out. I showed it to them. We did play on Friday and we did some things. So we're proud of what we've been able to accomplish. We stayed together. We stayed the course and that's what we'll continue to do.
Are you?
Stack, do you think that, the quick turnaround caused any issues, particularly with Rodney, who, struggled a little bit today?
I mean, it could possibly. I mean, I thought he had some looks. I thought, he tried to draw that foul on that 3. I would just rather than try to get a shot up on the board. We're not getting those type of calls, on the road. We're at home, you maybe get that marginal type of call, but you're not going to get that on the road. I thought there were a number of marginal calls that could have went our way, but it didn't, and you can't even expect them on the road. But I don't think there's any excuse for it. He just, didn't have his best game tonight on either end. But it's disappointing because it's the last game of his career. But he's going to play a lot more basketball. But I'm sure that him not being as healthy as he could be probably played into that a little bit. But I thought he did some good things out there for us tonight.
Robbie?
Heading into, the end of the semester, what's the, next few weeks going to look like for you guys as a program, and what are your top priorities you think heading into the off season?
Well, I think for us it's just to decompress a little bit. We take a little bit of time, but then we start having our exit meetings and sitting down with guys, talking about you know how the season went for them, kind of the outlook going forward, and then as a staff, we'll be trying to plan and to take another step. We still got to continue to get better. I mean, I think the thing is, when you're building like we're building, you remember those tough moments, you remember those tough stretches of growth and disappointment that we had early on, kind of those growing pains, and we know that we don't want to go back to those. So I think that's, whenever that's the recipe of not wanting to feel those moments again and staying motivated and coming back and really taking another step in our development, another step, there's another level that we can go to working, another level that we can go to as far as competing. And I think that that's a challenge for us to continue to take those steps.
Gentry?
Yeah, Stack, if this was Scotty's last game with you guys, just what can you say about how important he's been to what you're building there and leaving it better than how he found it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's been great for us since he's been here. He's been the epitome of a kid that really worked on his game, worked on his body. He's a great citizen. He's a great student. He's done everything that we've asked for him. And if it's his last game, then he's had a hell of a career here for us and been a big part of what we have been able to accomplish to this point. But for him, he has he has an opportunity to come back. Whether that happens or not, I think if he comes back, he has a chance to become the most decorated player in Vanderbilt basketball history. And that says a lot. And so I think that he did a lot, accomplished a lot this year. Did something as far as single season score, something that probably would stand for a long time. But again, like I said, if he makes the decision that he wants some more, that he's enjoying what's going on here. But we totally understand. That was kind of our outlook coming back this season, that he would come in, play another year, and give himself a chance to possibly go in the NBA draft this year. That's what we talked about, and I thought he's done everything he could to help himself do so, and we're hoping that happens for him. But again, those are decisions that he and his family have to make, and we'll just stay back and watch. I mean, I'm not going to try to encourage one way or the other. Last year, I felt that he probably needed to come back. He had some more growth. He had some unfinished business that he needed to take care of. But I don't know if that's to be said after this season. So I'm just going to leave it up to them. If he comes back, again, we might have to shuffle the deck a little bit again, because we got 4 guys coming in the class. So that's we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I just want to, thank our fans, that traveled here today, the supporters, thank them for coming out, and thank everybody that supported us this year. And, thank you guys for, putting up with us when when the good times, the bad times. It's not always easy, after the heat of the battle to sit up here and ask questions. I appreciate your patience with us, and thank you for having that patience.
Billy, did you have one more?
Yes, I was just going to ask Coach about kind of the excitement that this postseason run built, I think, for a lot of next season. You mentioned the young guys coming in, but you got to feel like that this helped the culture a little bit and making this run and winning those games at home. So for you and your staff, and even for the younger guys coming in, how important do you think a run like this was for some of those young guys and even for next season?
Yeah, I think it's huge, man, for, to get a taste of it. Again, I think that's what you want. You want these disappointing times, so you don't want to feel like this again. So if you get these opportunities, these moments again, you just dig down a little bit deeper to try to get over the hump. And I just think that's why, you want to put yourself in the position to maybe have the home court advantage. I think that was the difference in the game. I think if we're home, we have our crowd and our excitement, we probably win this game. But they had the excitement, they had the momentum, they had a little more energy than we did, right there toward the end. But like I said, I think we took some steps this year. It's hard to really realize right now because we're disappointed that we're playing, but I think once we take a few days and kind of reflect on what we've been able to accomplish over this season and over the last couple seasons, that we know that we're headed in the right direction, and we'll continue to build from there.
Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Chad, are we getting a player? Or is that it?
I believe Scotty is on his way.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Hey, Scotty, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, guys, we got Scotty Pippen. If you have a question, raise your hand. Robbie, go ahead.
Hi, Scotty. I think you guys, had a 9-point lead there and then only 5 points in the last 6 minutes of the game. Did you just wear down there as a team, or, I guess what do you think contributed to the offensive struggles late in the game?
I would say things didn't go our way. There's a couple of, marginal calls that I think we usually get, especially myself, a lot of calls I usually get going to the basket that, led to them getting breaks, led to them getting shots. And I think they just had a flow, especially with the crowd getting into it, them hitting shots, and kind of just took us out of rhythm offensively.
Got another, Robbie?
Yeah, sure. I guess where do you think this program is now relative to the end of last season?
I think we're in a much better spot, especially, it's our first postseason in, multiple years. The guys feel good about the season. It's, it didn't end the way we wanted to end. We didn't get to go to New York, but at the end of the day, it was I think 19-win season. And I think every year I've been here, we've improved and improved, especially the players that've been here. We've all grown up together. So I think although it's a disappointing end to the season, there's a lot good to look back at.
Aria?
Scotty, what did you see on the final play there?
Yeah, it was a gate action play for me to get a 3. But they, they're a big team. They had a lot of length around me. So when I caught the ball, I didn't really get a clean look. I was kind of turn. Wasn't really facing the basket, so I didn't get the look I kind of wanted. And credit to them, they had a good defensive scheme by putting the center on the ball. So it kind of made the pass tougher and then the catch tough. And, I was kind of on my heels. It was a tough shot.
Chris?
Hey, Scotty, how would you characterize your career at Vanderbilt here?
No, that's a deep question. I haven't really thought about that, but, I think someone that's, changed the program. I think if you look back when I first came here, it's the worst team in the SEC, an 0-18 team. And I think, we've improved. And I think we've had the biggest jump out of any team in the SEC. And, I've had a great career. I don't know if it's my last game, but this isn't the way I wanted to go out, but when you look back at it, there's a lot of good things I did myself as well as this team. I just want to thank all the, fans that supported me, coaching staff, and, everyone that's been a part of my journey here. It's been a great ride, but we'll see.
Robbie?
Yeah, in terms of making that decision, how will that process go for you? And, is it just going to be kind of the same, process as last year? How involved will your dad be? And, could you take us through that?
Yeah, after the season, after we kind of soak this loss, I'll probably go back to Nashville, have our exit meeting with Coach Stackhouse, hear what he has to say, and then, tell him how I feel. And then from here, I'll probably, do my draft training and see. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm still soaking on this loss, and I'll make those decisions coming soon.